Hello Wolfpack, Captain TigerLily here, and we are back with Captain's Log number this. It has been a rough couple of weeks. I don't normally get seasonal depression, like, at all, and the last couple of weeks have been horrendous, like, so bad. Like, to the point where I didn't have the energy to literally do anything. I couldn't get out of bed a couple of days. There were literally a couple days where I laid in bed, and I rolled over and looked at my phone, and saw that it was like 10 in the morning, and I went, I'm not getting up. Like, I can't do this. I literally can't do this. So I would just stay in bed longer, and when I finally did roll out of bed, it's not like I did anything. I got up and watched YouTube or watched a movie, and I had to go back afterwards and watch like 4 different movies that I watched in the middle of all that I like completely zoned out for the entire movie and didn't pay any attention to what I was watching. It was really bad. It was really, really bad. My voice also sounds really weird because this is really early in the morning for me, and I haven't like talked at all today. So my voice sounds really deep. But it's fine. It's whatever. Couple of things. I did not get all the music done for October that I wanted to, mainly because the seasonal depression hit and I felt awful. So if you guys want to see them still, I can still go through and finish them all up and release them for November. I had 3 for sure that I wanted to do, and one of them is fully recorded. 2 of them I have to record some extra stuff for, but it's not that bad. It's just time consuming because it's little bitty snippets that I have to make sure I time perfectly, or it's not going to work. But if you guys do want to see those, or I guess hear them, not see them, because I don't usually do video, let me know down in the comment section, and I will try to get those done as fast as possible. If you guys haven't seen so far, I did finish Portal 2. I am going to be playing the Portal co-op with my brother and my sister. I'm going to trade off playing with them, but I'm going to give it another couple of weeks, maybe, just to kind of focus on Harry Potter and Exomon, just because I really want to play some of those. And the only other thing that I've really been doing gaming-wise lately is I've been obsessed with Hades. And if you guys haven't played it yet, I highly, highly suggest you do so. It's so good. Like, oh, I love it. Zacharias he's a sweet baby boy, and I love him. But yeah, I've been obsessed with playing that game lately, and that's kind of been the only other thing that's helping me get through this whole big stretch of seasonal depression. The other thing is that through the entirety of October, I go through the, I call it the Halloween binge. And basically I go through and watch all of my favorite Halloween-themed movies, all my favorite horror movies. So I went through all of the Friday the 13th movies. I went through all of the Halloween movies, including the bad ones. You can't skip them. You gotta watch them. I went through the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I went through... What else did I go through? Like, the first week I do, like, the mysteries. So I do, like, murder mysteries. So I did, like, Murder on the Orient Express and Knives Out and movies like that. Clue, just because it's funny. And then I go through and do, like, the werewolf/vampire movies. So I had, like, Priest with Paul Bettany, the Blade movies, including Trinity, even though it's really bad. But I watch it for Ryan Reynolds, so it's okay. And then you gotta watch, like, Werewolf the Beast Among Us, An American Werewolf in London, like, you know, movies like that. OG Teen Wolf, not TV show. TV show's not terrible, but at least I don't think it's terrible, but I don't think it's the greatest thing in the world. I'd prefer the movie, if I'm being honest. And then I go through for the last 2 weeks and just binge watch all the best horror movies. So I went through and watched, like, Jordan Peele's Us and Get Out, and I watched Hereditary and Midsommar. You know, I go through, like, all the big horror thriller movies, and that was kind of the only other thing that really helped me kind of get through the last couple of weeks. And part of that also is that with quarantine, I've been so, like, terrified to go anywhere, and this is really bad because I already have some major anxiety issues anyway, and feeling like me going anywhere puts not only me at risk, but my whole family at risk, is like the worst feeling in the world. And I don't know how long it's going to take to come out of that, you know, because it's been so long now. Like, I'm just used to not going anywhere, except like I'll go like once every 2 weeks, if even, to the store to get stuff that I need, like cat food, kitty litter, my snacks, my breakfast food for work, you know, stuff like that, my makeup, my, you know, self-care, everything. Basically, that's it. And then I come home. And it's so, like, it feels so confining. And I've never really had that before, so it's been really, really weird to kind of come to terms with. I just realized I'm not wearing any of my rings. Oh well. They're around here somewhere. They don't go very far from me when I take them off. I just can't sleep with them on. Yeah, so it's been really, really weird lately. Also, the end of Asanas is coming, and I'm not prepared, okay? Like, I can't do this. I can't emotionally handle the fact that Asanas is just gonna be gone. Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to watch now? Like, when you watch Mark and Ethan, it's not gonna be the same as watching Asanas. Like, it's not. And it makes me sad. Very sad. Like, don't get me wrong, I have enjoyed every minute of it. Except the pee sauna. Like, come on, guys, that's just weird. Basically, any of the pee-related ones were weird for me. And the acupuncture, I couldn't watch that. I don't like needles. But yeah, that's kind of been my whole everything lately. I also had a question for you guys, and I would really, 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 really appreciate an answer down in the comments. I did get the PC version of the LEGO Lord of the Rings. The LEGO Lord of the Rings and Hobbit games are no longer offered on Steam. They used to be. I don't know why they're not on Steam anymore. They got taken off, and I was very sad about it, because now I didn't have them. But I got the actual, like, disc version of the LEGO Lord of the Rings, and I'm hoping to be able to get the disc version of The Hobbit. Would you guys want to see me replay LEGO Lord of the Rings and try to collect all the stuff like I did for Harry Potter? If you guys would like to see me do that, let me know down in the comment section below. If not, I won't do it. I'll just play it on my own time. That's totally fine. But if you guys want to see me do that, let me know down in the comment section. I have a bunch of different games that I do want to play coming up. I don't know what order I'm going to play them in. I want to go back and play Ori and the Blind Forest and actually finish it now that I've gotten a little more comfortable using a controller. I want to go through and play Ori and the Will-O-Wisps. I want to go back and finish Hollow Knight. Like, there's so many games that I want to play, and I just don't have the time or the energy to be able to play them all and record them. Like, it sucks. But I'm trying. I'm still going to go through and play the whole rest of Harry Potter just because I'm obsessed and I friggin' love everything Harry Potter, except the author because of her opinions about things. But yeah. Also, I'm not entirely sure how consistent things are going to be over the holidays, just because I don't know what the holidays are going to look like this year. I'm going to try to keep everything, I'm trying to find a way to keep everything as consistent as possible, even with there being little breaks in between, just because every single day uploads are really hard for me. There are some days when I get home from work and I'm just exhausted. Like, I physically can't do anything. It was like, not last week, but the week before, I came home from one of the days where I was teaching my preschool class, and I sat down on my computer, and I was going to record, and I just literally looked at the computer and looked at the camera and went, hell no, and just closed the camera. I was like, I can't, I don't have the energy, you know? So, thankfully today, I have the energy, and I'm going to record a bunch of stuff, so that I've got some stuff for this week, in case that happens again. Also, I won't be able to, well, tomorrow, as of you seeing this, because I'm going to be standing in the polls for I don't know how long, after I get off work, which will be at like noon. Hopefully it won't be too bad, but I feel like I'm gonna get stuck in the line with everybody who's on their lunch break trying to get in to vote, so I don't know. So speaking of that, go vote, please. Like, just make your voice heard. Please go vote. I'm not kidding. Go vote. Go do it. If you're not old enough to vote, talk to somebody who can vote. It's fine. If you're old enough to, register early so that way you're able to vote in the next election. They're important, It's important for you to know what's going on in your community. I used to be very, very, like, anti everything political. I wouldn't get involved in that. I wouldn't think about it. I wouldn't talk about it. And I realized that that's not helping anybody. That's just hurting me, because then I don't know what's happening. So I've kind of made it a point to at least attempt to know what's happening, like, you know, what's going on. I've tried to educate myself more about what's happening around me, and I think I have a pretty good idea of where I want my vote to go. So it's gonna be interesting. I don't usually like to get too political or too religious anywhere, just because I try to be accepting of everybody's opinions as much as I can about everything. So, and I try to be as absolutely respectful as possible of other people's religions, because I've been through a lot of people not respecting my beliefs. So it's pretty bad. Just because people are very self-centered, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand people, okay? I barely understand myself. All that long rambling nonsense aside, I'm going to leave this video here. Please leave me your answers about the LEGO Lord of the Rings game down in the comments, and about the music if you guys want to see more of that. Let me know down below. I will leave the links to Harry Potter and Nexomon down in the description if you guys want to check those out as well, just because they have been super fun to play. So, if you guys want to check those out, go for it. Go crazy. I mean, don't go crazy, but, you know, go crazy. So, that being said, this is Captain TigerLily, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.